Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new here. You guys, Sammy Sweetheart from Jersey Shore. She is now married. She got married this past Thursday, which do you guys, most weddings I know they're not on a weekday, they're on a weekend, but Sammy got married to her boyfriend Justin May on Thursday. She had her wedding at the same venue that Angelina had her wedding. It all looked well, you guys, but a lot of people pointed out the fact that she got married on her ex-boyfriend Ron's birthday, which I did not know that at first. I made a post about it, saw the pictures, all the cast members were there. I thought it was really awesome that they were all there. And then someone commented in my in my post over on Facebook where I was like, shout out to Sammy Sweetheart for getting married. Somebody said, yeah, on Ron's birthday. And I was like, shut the front door. No, she didn't. And I went and looked, and sure enough, it was Ron's 40th birthday that his ex, Sammy Sweetheart, got married. Now, listen, they have not been together since when? 2000. They've been together since 2014, okay? They have not been together since 2014. Does she even remember his birthday? Who knows? Was it intentional? Probably not. What's wild is that not only did Sam get married on Ron's birthday, but Ron's ex-fiance, Sapphire, got engaged on Ron's birthday. So Ron was hit with a double whammy on his 40th birthday. On his 40th birthday, his ex, Sapphire, became engaged, and his ex, Sam, who everybody swears is like the love of his life, the one that got away, she got married on his birthday. So Sam, Ron seemed to have been hit with like a double whammy on his birthday. I was pretty flabbergasted when I was like, okay, that's a coincidence that Sam gets married on his birthday. But how crazy is it that not only does your the girl that everybody has you associated with get married on your birthday, but then your ex fiance also gets married on your birthday? That's definitely a double whammy. Yeah, it's his. It's not his baby mama Jennifer or Jen. It is Sapphire. Yes, Bree. So I thought, wow, that is insane. Now, couple of things is they were filming for the. They did film for the wedding. Camera crew was there. Supposedly, it is going to be on an upcoming episode of Jersey Shore, the new season. I'm wondering, somebody said something that made a lot of sense because she got married in the exact same venue that Angelina got married in, which whatever, not a big deal. But somebody said that Angelina also got married on a Thursday. So they was like, you know what, maybe production paid for it, and maybe that's like production has like a contract with the venue or something. I don't know. And they get it for cheaper on a weekday. I'm not sure. One thing I do know is when you are in reality television, if you allow them to film things like your wedding and vacations, they will pay for those things. So maybe that is what happened here. Maybe Sam didn't pick the date at all. I would have to imagine she knows Ron's birthday though. Like maybe she might not have thought about it, but like I know my serious ex-boyfriends, like I know oh my goodness. I know their birthdays. I know their birthdays. She was with Ron for quite a long time. I'll give you guys the rundown of the Sammy Sweetheart relationship timeline really quickly. So she started dating Ronnie in 2009. Season 1 of Jersey Shore was filmed in 2009. It aired December 2009. It started December 3rd, 2009. That was the first airing. They broke up and reconciled multiple times throughout season 1 and 6. Their final breakup was August 2014. So Jersey Shore filmed from 2009 to 2012, aired December 2009 to December 2012. Sammy and Ron were basically together the entire original era of the show. Their relationship continued off camera until their final breakup in 2014. So even though the show ended in 2012, they continued dating until 2014. Sam then started dating Christian Biscardi in 2017. She became engaged to him in March 2019. I'll show you guys Christian Biscardi real quick. Sam's definitely got a look that she goes for. Because Christian, Ron, and Justin all kind of like they all kind of resemble a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Here is Christian, her former fiance, Christian. What do you guys think? Does y'all think he kind of? I mean, can you see like her husband Justin and him and Ron a little bit. I said a little bit. So yeah, she became engaged to him March 2019. They were supposed to get married in 2020, but they postponed it due to C-19. They broke up in July 2021. Sammi started dating Justin May. Let me pull him up. Let me pull Justin up. I mean, cute guys, you know what I'm saying? Cute guys, but she's definitely got a type. I don't have a type. I've dated all over the board. Okay, maybe it's coincidence. This is Justin May. And they began dating late 2021. So her and Christian broke up early 2021. She started dating him late 2021. They became engaged April 2023, announced that they were having a baby February 2024, and then May 2024. No, that's not right. I think their baby's only a few months old. Sometimes Chat GPT be getting the timelines wrong, but they did get married December 4th, 2024. Ron's birthday. Ron's birthday. So that's interesting. And then hold up, I actually have where's that other one? Let me see.
Ronnie's here.
Oh, sorry. Now, if you keep up with the show, you guys know that what happened in 2010? Hey, Candy. So, yeah, you guys know they filmed the show until 2012. They continued to date until 2014. When the show came back years ago, Jersey Shore Family Vacation, she decided not to come. She said that it was not like anything that she wanted to be a part of anymore. That she had like moved on with her life and she was a different person than who she was back then. And then she didn't want to jump back into that show. Now she was with Christian at the time when Jersey Shore came back, and it came back to be Jersey Shore Family Vacation. Everybody returned to the show except Sam, I do believe. They filmed for several seasons. Nobody ever expected Sam to come back because every time Sam would be asked about the show, she would say no, like she has no desire to return to the show. She was also like, she went on podcasts and would say, like, I have no desire. She would say, like, I'm not friends with them. We're not friends. And basically, what she meant was like, she had not talked to any of these people in years. So she did not consider them friends anymore. Well, then I think she returned to the show. Let me see. When did she return? I should have recorded that because her return was pretty epic. Sammi officially returned to Jersey Shore Family Vacation in March 2023. And her return was pretty epic. Like I said, nobody expected her to come back. And she walked in the door with Angelina, and they were expecting it to be Polly D. I think they were expecting it to be Polly D. And she walked in, and they couldn't see her yet, but she was like, "Hey guys, am I late?" or something along those lines, you know. And they were all just flabbergasted. Yeah, Ron came back for Jersey Shore family vacation, but ended up leaving before she came back. So when the show returned for family vacation, Ron did come, but he left after they filmed a couple of seasons because he was having a lot of issues. He was getting in trouble. A lot of the cast members didn't want to have anything to do with him because they knew, like, by continuing to support you, I mean 2025, sorry guys, by continuing to support you, who's getting arrested for like DV and all these things, like we can't do that. We cannot support you in the things that you're doing and you know how you're getting in all this trouble or whatever. So they like distanced themselves from Ron. Ron left the show to focus on himself. He went and got some help. They continued filming at Jersey Shore Family Vacation. And when she did come back, March 2023, they were filming season 6B. Ron was not there. He was still not he was no longer a part of the show. So she filmed for like a full season, and then Ron came back like the next season, I do believe. And this is the first scene of him coming back and her being there. And I did kind of chop it up a little bit. I wasn't even going to use the
Hi,
audio.
guys.
Actually, I'm not going to use the audio because they'll give me for copyright. But this was them bringing Ron in and them seeing each other for the first time in years. She had been on the show for like a whole season at this point. He had not been on the show in like 2 or 3 seasons at this point. And yeah, they ended badly. I mean, like you said, morning, people suck. Ron was, yeah, he was abusive to her. He was not a good boyfriend at all. And yeah, I doubt it was like intentional. I'm sure she did not purposely. I think that's what I don't think she purposely planned her wedding on Ron's birthday. I just think it's like so ironic. It's such a coincidence that, and maybe it's like his karma in a sense. While Ron's doing great now, Ron's doing good. You know, he is sober. He's gotten custody of his daughter. He has paid his legal fees, and he's done everything he was supposed to do. Um, he was not a good boyfriend to her. He was not good to. He was arrested for DB against Sapphire as well. So it's kind of like the universe kind of getting back at him. You know, the girl that everybody believes is like the one that he really loved, and everybody felt like, oh, that's the one that got away. That's how Ron feels. That's the one that got away. You know, Sam's the one that got away. It's kind of like, here's your karma. The universe is giving to you. Her wedding is on your birthday, and then Sapphire gets engaged on your birthday. So it's kind of ironic, you know. Now it's not like people choose when they're going to be engaged. So I doubt, it's not like Sapphire planned that either. And possibly if Sapphire's boyfriend knew that it was Ron's birthday, maybe he wouldn't have proposed that day. Maybe he would have waited till that Friday. But to me, it's just so ironic that it was a Thursday too. It was a Thursday. We got people getting married, engaged, fine. People get engaged every day of the week. But I don't know. Like, I know, like, most of the time people try to get married on a weekend, so people can take off work and be there. But all of the cast members were in attendance, you guys, with the exception of Ron, of course. Ron was off doing his own thing. Let me see. We have tons of pictures here of the wedding. Let's see. Hopefully I'll go the right way. Van looked really, I don't know what was up with Vinny's glasses, but all right. Yeah, look at his glasses. So weird. But do you, Van, do you? Also, I do know there's like some drama. Well, it's crazy, Janie. I feel like back in the day, that kind of stuff was like accepted. I mean, look at Amber Portwood, what she did to Gary Shirley. Now if you do that on a show, you're gonna get kicked off a show. But back in the day, you could get away with stuff like that. There's all the girls, Nikki, JWoww, Lauren, and Snooki. There's even Uncle Nino went. Okay, look at that. We got Uncle Nino, Angelina, Benny, 24. What is his name? 24? JWoww, Polly, Nikki, Lauren, Mike, Dina, Snooki, Chris, and I forget that guy's name up there. I actually think his name is Chris, maybe. I'm loving Dina with the short hair. I'm loving Dina with the shorter hair, with the cut, with the hair, the dye job. Does she Jalen reminds me of the girl that wears the red dress, Jessica Rabbit. Mike's hair plants look really good. Dude, Dina's hair makes me want to dye my hair. I'm like, dude, that looks really pretty. That's true, blue collar people. But do you think Sammy's family is blue collar? I think her family's blue collar, right? Like I know Sammy might not like be extremely blue collar because she was on the show and she has her shops and she makes money from like social media. But I don't think her family's like for money, right? I mean, I don't really know much about them, but maybe they are. She's so short. Nikki's so short. She's so cute. Oh, I do know there was like said to be like some drama. I don't know. Like Angelina was back with her ex, but then like after the wedding, she didn't take him to the wedding, and then like he deleted like pictures of her off his social media. I don't know. They're having problems again. Looks like she's looking at Benny like she wants to do something dirty to him. You know what I'm saying? Nikki is so beautiful. I wish Polly would wipe her up because goodness, she's so pretty. And she has stood by her man. Nikki was a ride or die for Polly since day one. He needs to put a ring on it and wipe that woman up. What is he doing? And the thing about it is look how beautiful Nikki looks. Like Polly looks good, but he's starting to age a little bit, aren't we all? But she's not aging like fine wine. She looks beautiful. He better put a ring on it. Look how gorgeous they are. There was a picture I found of the group, and I don't know where it is now, but it was the group, and there was some like random in the picture that clearly was not from the show. And I was like, who is that? Oh, and here is the picture of Ronnie's ex, Sapphire. My princess is engaged. Congratulations. I love you guys at Sapphire. And that is, could he be Ronnie? Does he look like Ronnie from the side? I don't know. Cause I swear all these guys, like, there she is again. She's cute. That's a bold look. Like, that is a bold look, but she pulls it off well. Oh, and while I think Gianni is like very private from my understanding, like, um, love your name. But I remember not I was told. I was gonna say I was told, but that's not true. I remember like a while back hearing that Snooki and Gianni had issues just because of how private he is. Snooki wants him to be on the show. He don't want to be on the show. And like she's fine with that, but she's not fine with like how private he is because this is her life being on the show and he don't want to go to anything where cameras may be there. So he's just super, super private. I know they talked in the past, like there were times where they struggled with even having a marriage because of it. But I think they're together. I think they're together. But I do know he's super private, doesn't like being on the show, and it's caused him issues in the past or whatever. But now, while everybody was celebrating Sammy's wedding and Sapphire was off getting engaged. Ronnie was having dinner, having his birthday celebration. He posted this on his on his Instagram page. So, he wasn't out by his lonesome. He wasn't, walking around upset because he was left out. He posted this. He had people, they went out for dinner. Now it was weird because I actually don't think I did. What's the name of the song? He did post on Instagram this morning something that I wondered, like, what is the deal? Am I reading too much into it? And it was a song. It says, I've been losing friends while finding peace or something like that. And like he posted a few things that made me wonder, like, wait, what is this posted for? Like, is he upset with everybody for like going to her wedding and him not getting invited? Like what is this? Is it still up? Okay, yeah, here it is. And maybe I'm reading too much into this. It may be nothing, but real Ronnie. Oh, also Magro. On my picture on Instagram, I guess autocorrect or maybe my fingers were typing too fast, and I put Margo, Margo. So I got it backwards. I also made another mistake today on Instagram. Actually, I think I put it everywhere, and I'll tell you guys about that in a little bit. But he posted this 50 Cent reminds me that I'm really not doing enough to people who got me effed up. Okay, not a big deal, whatever. I'm like, true story. And then, honestly, this sounds like a fair trade to me. I cannot play the song Drake Fair. Let me look at the lyrics. The lyrics, I was like, All right, let me. Okay, it says I'm outside 29 G5 Seaside. I've been losing friends and finding peace. But honestly, that sounds like a fair trade to me. If I've ever heard one and I'm still here, outside frontline south side, I've been losing friends and finding peace. Honestly, that sounds like a fair trade to me. Look, don't invite me over if you throw another pity party. Looking back, it's hard to tell you where I started. I don't know who loved me, but I know that it ain't everybody. I can never love her. She a busybody. Baby, if you want me, can't be turning up with everybody. Can't be just anybody. It was that portion of the song which made me, I'm like, is he like a little salty that Sammy got married and invited everybody to her wedding and didn't invite him? Surely not. Surely that's not what it is. I just can't see that. Maybe I'm reading too much into that post. I feel like I definitely am because I can't see him being upset about that. Um, that's not the right one. Where's the pictures that we were looking at? So yeah, I think I don't know. I think it was just like a coincidence, or maybe he just came across that and reshared it. I don't know. I'm not sure, but yeah, I do think Sammy has a type. What do you guys think? Oh, and what's interesting is like, of course, she wouldn't invite Ronnie to her wedding, right? Of course, but he did go to her gender reveal. Here's a picture of him right there. This is her gender reveal party, and there's Ronnie down there. So he did go to that. Now, I was told, or not I was told, sorry guys. I did read that like the reason he was there was due to like them filming it and production and they was like, let him be a part of it. And she was like, whatever. So she kind of gave in because this was literally the gender reveal, like for the cast for the show. I'm sure she had one that was with her family that was a part of the show, but this one was strictly for the show, so he was there. Um, Sammy's Sammy inspired my username. I'm the sweet, for me to haha love it. Make it, yeah, I could, yeah, that's cool. But yeah, you guys, so she got married. She looked beautiful at her wedding. Literally, she looked so pretty. Let's go back to some pictures. What's crazy is Sammy, she used to she used to model for like a bridal line. Sammy had a boy, Vincent Keith May, I think is his name. She used to model for like a bridal company. So there is so many pictures out there like that you could find of Sammy in wedding dresses, and she literally stuns in all of them. I'll let me see. I think this is just one of her model shots. I don't think this is when she I think this is one of her model shots. Where is some of the other ones? Here's one. I mean, unless these are from her wedding, but I know way back in the day I did a video about her upcoming wedding to Christian Biscardi, and I found like several pictures of her in wedding dresses, and I was like, "What is she doing?" Well, she was a model. Oh, this one is one of my favorites, and this was the picture that I used like years ago. She is gorgeous. Oh, screen share. Look how pretty. Oh, back up. So that is a beautiful dress. It looks so good. Yeah, she's always had such a natural beauty. Definitely. Absolutely. Yeah, he is very involved with his daughter. He actually has custody of her. So he's like full-time dad mode. You know what I'm saying? Which hopefully that has brought a lot of change in him because Lord knows he needed it. He is doing good though. He's doing a lot better. He's back on the show. He he's paid his debt to society, I guess you could say. So that's what it is though. But I'm like, oh my goodness, can you imagine being Ron? And it's like, Sammy's getting married on your birthday. Okay, whatever. Sapphire got engaged on your birthday. Holy crap, what's going on? Like, I'm sure he's moved on enough to where it's like it doesn't matter, but still, I'm sure it was like, wow, that's insanity. But yeah, you guys leave me your thoughts in the comment section below. Shout out to Sammy for getting married. She is beautiful. She has a baby now too, that's a few months old, and that was a journey in itself. She struggled with fertility issues, and so to see her finally get her happily ever after is awesome for her because she dealt with a lot going through that relationship with Ron early on in Jersey Shore. So it's cool to see her finally get her happily ever after. Yeah, he's a cheer dad. He is. Anyways, you guys, I will be live tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Central Time to watch Sister Wives. The most recent episode of Sister Wives. I will be live tomorrow night to watch it. So make sure you join me. I don't think I'll be live in the morning. If I am, I'll post like on Facebook and on YouTube on my community tab and Discord and everything. If I am going to go live, but I don't know if I am. I'll have to see. I'm been a little sick. Got sick a couple of days ago, and so I am dragging a little bit. So you guys bear with me. But yeah, leave me your thoughts in the comment section below. What do you guys think about Sammy getting married? Ironic that it was on Ronnie's birthday, and the fact that Sapphire also she got engaged on his birthday. However, he did his thing. He was out with friends, went out to dinner at a nice restaurant. So all is well. We'll see it on an upcoming season of Jersey Shore because the camera crew was in fact there. You guys have your thoughts. Make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up. Also, come back and hype me up if you guys don't mind. And I'll see y'all in the next one.